Welcome to another episode of Restoration Shop. Today I'm going to narrate some pictures that I took of a repair in the trunk of the 66 Mustang. Taking pictures makes it much easier and faster to do the work compared with filming video. So this is where I've chosen to document the restoration in many photos, and I have thousands of pictures that I'll be sharing with you in the future. So this is a trunk of the 66 Mustang, and lots of rust on the top of the panels, like where there was a carpet in the trunk, and surprisingly very little rust underneath the car and in the frame rails. Here you can see an area that I'm looking at where the rear bracket to the bumper goes, and shockingly there's no supporting material underneath of it. There used to be sealer filling in this space, and from both sides you can see the beautiful condition of the frame rail underneath and the terrible condition of the metal on top. On the left hand side of this picture you have a pile of rust of the material that just fell through. The right hand side is just vacuumed up, same shot. And now, comparing the left to right, I've cut away the area further forward where the metal was rather thin, and where I'm going to make a replacement plate to cover all the way inside. So I started by putting a piece of paper down and just tracing it over, rubbing on it with my finger, and then cutting that out and folding up some end pieces of the paper that I plan on having to stand up. And here's what the paper looks like once I've folded it the way the insertion piece is going to go. And then I transferred it to sheet metal. This is 16 gauge metal, a piece that I had left over. And here, after a couple of tries, is the piece laying out. It's not actually inserted yet, but this was just for spacing trial. And after I cut down the sides, because I had to fit it in my vise and still get a good fold over, and it made it easier to insert the piece. Here you see that it's painted with weld-through primer. So here on the left side you can see the piece in place, and the right side just a little bit of deeper shot so you can see the back piece. And it is pushed in as far as I could make it go, so it is touching the back wall. And on the left-hand side I had to trim a little bit of the sides. I used an impact adhesive on the piece on the sides where I didn't want to worry about welding, and all the way in the back. And here you can see the piece welded in and cleaned up a little bit. But now I have to fold down the top, and here's the finished work. But you can see how I did the repair, and that's another step in the restoration of my 66 Mustang. Hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank all my new subscribers, and please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you like the Restoration Shop.